welcome back to the Experience Podcast. It's just me this week, just like the previous 2 weeks, because we are doing a commentary for Hotel Tanner. At some point, maybe we'll bring on someone else to do a commentary. I kind of thought of some ideas, but haven't really gone through with them yet. Because a lot of times I record these when I'm, for some reason, well, not for some reason, I don't know, but I'm a little busier, like over the last few months and coming up. I just got like a bunch of travel that I'm doing, and I'm not a big travel guy in general, so I have mixed feelings about it, I guess. And so yeah, I just have a bunch of travel, so I just want to, be sure I have something for you guys, for listeners that still to this day, several years later, are still listening every week. So, and these are fun to do because they're good to like go back and remember sort of what we were talking about, and so it's kind of like a simpler time, back when you were in college and your responsibilities are different, as sort of a young adult. Not quite, with your your own place and your job and everything else. So it's kind of like a little time capsule, I think I've said before on here. But anyway, yeah, like I said, we're in episode 42, which is called Hotel Tanner. I consider it kind of a classic Tanner episode. I think Tanner does as well. It's kind of it's one of those that just, it's one of those where we did this a lot with Connor and whatnot, where you just kind of and Tanner together. A dangerous combo, by the way, Connor and Tanner. But anyway, yeah, so it's kind of one where we just kind of took sorry, I don't know what that was, a plane or something? We kind of just took like a dumb idea and just kept spiraling with it. And I feel like that's, especially in the earlier episodes, that's kind of when we were at our best. That's when we just spiraled with a dumb idea, and it just kept going. But anyway, we're back at Hotel. Again, 42. We're at like 30 minutes, 53 seconds. So this is part 3. This will be the last one of the series. And if you ever have a suggestion for an episode that you think we should do a commentary for, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do it. Any episode, pretty much, we could do. Because at this point, I've kind of done a lot of this is their first one type episode. Like I'm scrolling through now. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, then we took that summer off. I mean, we could do like I don't know. That's pretty much it. I remember we did a Breaking Bad commentary. Just such a random episode. Do a commentary on the commentary. That's got to be a thing, right? But anyway, let's get into it again. Episode 42, Hotel Tanner, right around the 30-minute, 53 seconds mark. If you're following along at home, you don't have to, because I'll have it right in the episode. So here we go.
Daniel.
Can't remember my name.
No, that was a tough one.
Remember my name.
Yeah.
He's gonna be there, and for sure I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Are you?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Do you bring any people over?
Oh. Do you?
Other than Connor?
Occasionally.
Okay. Examples.
Name your
Chris.
friends.
Huh?
Chris?
Once. Twice, actually. Okay. Twice.
That's
Who
what I
else?
said occasionally. I can bring other people over.
Who?
My roommates, my current
Your
ones.
roommates?
Your roommates? You're going to bring your roommates over to your...
Sweet
They're gonna
mates,
come
my
over-
current
they're gonna
sweet
walk
mates.
3 feet.
Well, they're over...
Because Tanner doesn't bring many, let's call them
Women.
non-men. Yes.
So no
Oh, that's what
females.
you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Am I gonna have guests over?
I know.
That's what we're talking.
Are you comfortable with that?
That's fine. I don't think you would. Is what I'm thinking.
Well, what if I did, but it was... I'm asking if you're
That'd
comfortable.
be very interesting. I would
What
be
I'm asking,
more than...
No, I'm asking if you're comfortable.
I would want
because
to know...
we're
Pausing here. Ironically, this kind of situation happened where Tanner did get a girlfriend that year, or the following year, I should say, and he brought her over all the time. And I will say, it was very interesting. We were interested. We were like, "Oh, Tanner has a girlfriend." That was the interesting part of it. I mean, I wasn't interested in the specific details of whatever they were doing, but it was more like, "Oh, Tanner has a girlfriend. This is an interesting development in his life." So sort of, be careful what you wish for, kind of a situation. I don't know. No, she was nice. They're no longer together, but yeah, it's just listening to it now. I'm like, you know what? This exact thing happened, and we were all like, "Oh, that's interesting." So okay, back into it.
So much
You're
about
right.
this woman.
Because we would be occupying your room.
Why?
because that's where I'd insist. I'd be like, and you wouldn't want to make it awkward. I'd bring us, say for instance, a woman over, and I'm like,
For
Daniel.
instance,
For instance,
a woman.
Oh, now, okay.
Are there instances
just
where it wouldn't be a woman?
let me iterate this instance.
Are there
Okay.
instances where it wouldn't be a woman?
No,
So why'd you say for instance a woman?
I said
Why don't
okay.
you just
For
say
instance,
when I bring over a woman.
for instance, when I bring over a woman,
Okay.
I would be like, Daniel, mind if we just go in your room? And
Okay.
Daniel, being a good roommate, doesn't want a cock
Cock plates? You don't want a cock plate.
No.
He doesn't want to cock block his roommate. Sorry.
But
And
see,
so
I
he
don't.
would-
I can't imagine a scenario where you bring a woman over
I can imagine one.
Okay, well,
I can imagine one.
and no one related to Tanner.
Okay, never mind. Can't imagine one.
Oh man. So
Like I Connor, go ahead, but I can't imagine.
No, I was gonna say his mom.
well, okay.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
mom
that's
helped me.
actually, I see that. Yeah, mom helped me with it, yeah. But that's really.
Now
weird.
that I'm
I can't
lost.
imagine a scenario where
Okay.
Tanner goes somewhere, talks to a woman,
Uh-huh.
and convinces her that she would want to and needs
Yes.
to go back to our apartment with Tanner.
Well,
see,
I can be.
There's a lot of steps in places. where things
There
can
are
go
a lot of
wrong.
steps that I haven't really
Yeah.
studied.
When's the last time you went on a date?
Pausing here again. Completely ironically, not very long after, just a few months later, Tanner got a got a girlfriend, and so this exact scenario. Again, listening back to this, I'm kind of eating my words, so to speak. But yeah, it's wild. It's like, oh my god, this exact scenario happened. But okay, we'll keep going.
So, if we're
That
for
wasn't an
instance
answer.
in Daniel's room, and
So here's a question.
yeah,
When's the last time you've been on a date?
I'm gonna answer that with another question.
No. Go ahead.
What do you guys
We're
think
just
about my
gonna help
Hotel
you.
California?
We're gonna help you with this problem.
So let's say, cause see, I don't
Well, Connor goes on dates. He's not good at it,
Really?
Not good at
but
it.
he's out there.
When was the last time you went on a date?
March.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Wow.
That's last
Oh,
month.
I remember you told me about that.
told you
Actually.
about
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. See, Connor makes an effort. No,
Well,
Huh?
doesn't matter if it doesn't go.
It didn't work
It
out.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's fine.
but that's what.
But I did it.
Yes.
Okay, get your foot in the door.
You gotta get your foot in the door.
Pass me some.
But see, here's the thing.
Pass me some of the action.
Huh?
Sign some of the action my way.
What? What are you talking about?
Like.
Well, I can't just. Cause here's
Just,
something.
like,
Here's
pass
something.
it. Go ahead.
Because I don't know. Cause see, I have no proof that Tanner can do it.
Can
but
do what?
He can, bring a female to the room.
Okay.
But I also don't know if Tanner can't. I have no evidence
Thank
of
you.
either.
See,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay.
I appreciate
Tanner,
that.
what's your type?
What do you mean?
A female.
What do you mean?
What's your type?
What are you looking for?
Female.
That's it?
That's
The
right.
only parameter?
We're already up to okay.
I
So
know.
see,
it's-
now we're leaning
I'm
towards
limiting
Yeah.
myself. It's like a subsection.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm actually.
What?
I bet I could find someone that's
I'm actually very picky.
exactly. So go
Yeah.
ahead. What's the picky?
Well,
Go ahead.
this is a judgment-free zone, right?
Yes, we're not judging
No.
you. Well, yeah.
I mean, judgment in here. Not.
Yeah,
we won't-
okay,
we
okay.
won't
We're not
say
going to
that.
say anything.
I
We
mean-
promise we won't say anything.
We won't say what we're thinking
Maybe to each other.
afterwards.
Yeah.
But
Or during.
I'm a sucker for blue eyes. I like blue
Okay.
eyes.
okay, I'm off to a good start.
And a nice smile. And
Just speaking of the microphone.
girls that laugh at my jokes.
Okay, now
Exactly.
see that's
Now
the
we're-
big problem.
Yeah,
Already
so
on the
Tanner,
realm of
okay,
imaginary.
Tanner, this isn't meant to be
Yes.
judgmental.
Yeah.
Not necessarily of what you said, but of what you said.
Yeah.
Just
You don't tell. What are these jokes? I guess.
Well,
Come on, you think I'm funny, right?
Okay, you can't whisper because that's not gonna work here. All right. Okay.
So should I just say for me?
So this is.
I think Tanner's funny.
Yes.
Okay. How much did you pay?
Nothing. It's,
Well, not nothing
grease
yet.
some. I had to
Nothing
grease
yet.
some fingers. To get him to
Okay.
say
Well,
that.
let's stop saying that.
you never heard that expression?
Okay, that's fine. What? Okay, so they need to laugh at your jokes. Anything else?
I want.
Go ahead.
Come on. Okay, let's say
We're trying to help you,
I'm
Tanner.
I'm a female.
Yeah.
What change me so I'm for you?
Well, first you're gonna have to get rid of your penis.
Okay.
Chop that thing off. What's next?
Interesting. Okay.
Nothing else.
That's it.
I just want Connor without a penis.
Okay.
He laughs at my jokes. He's got blue eyes.
Nice. There we go.
pausing here. This is the day Tanner found out he was in love with Connor. So, like I said, they're a dangerous combo because they do laugh at each other's jokes, and when they go unsupervised, that could get chaotic. It's like, I think I definitely was the one that introduced them, right? I guess technically, I don't know, but dangerous combo. You heard it here, guys. That was the day they fell in love. So they lived happily ever after. No, okay, I'll keep going.
Alright.
I'm just looking for Connor without a penis.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
We're
Maybe
trying to help
longer
you here,
hair.
Tanner. You gotta be very honest, you know?
Connor actually fit my description.
Yeah. Hey.
Anything else other than Connor?
Nope.
Oh well. That's that.
Hey, let's see, who do I know has blue eyes?
Not a whole lot of people.
Is there anyone in marching band who's blue eyes?
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Okay. Well, let's think marching band. So someone you can talk to. Marching band's easy. I would say marching band's easy. You have something in common. Blue eyes, female, laughs. Okay, so
Yeah, that's
It's a
okay. We
marching
should
band.
scratch
Marching
that.
band?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then
female,
that narrows it
Narrowing
down.
down.
blue eyes,
Blue eyes,
Yeah.
okay, keep narrowing it down.
laughs at your
Laughs at
jokes,
jokes. There's
Hold on,
about maybe one person.
and good smile.
Good smile.
That's like 4.
If that.
Yeah, probably like
Let's see, let's call these
2/3.
people out and ask them to come on the podcast.
2/3
No.
of a person.
We can have impromptu Tinder on the show. Yes.
I don't think that'd make for a great podcast.
Well, they can't see it, but we can just describe them.
Let's
Cool.
see. I don't know if it'll be easy to find, but
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy.
we'll find someone.
We'll find some. I'm sure. No.
Anyway, so that gives me. So basically, you're not planning on bringing anyone over.
Well, you'll see. Come fall semester.
I'm asking you right now.
I said you'll see.
Will I?
He's gonna have some practice over the
I
summer.
got some practice. I'm
Practice.
going to France. You know what they say? If you go to France, you've been to France.
They do say that.
They
They
do
do
say
say
that.
that. Yeah.
But
Pausing here again. Tanner, Tanner got this girlfriend while he was in France. I'm pretty sure they met while in France. So, yeah. Very ironically, they were together for a while too. But yeah. Okay, let's keep going. We got a little under 10 minutes to go in this episode, so we'll keep going. Then we'll wrap it up. This is again part 3. So this is it. And if you want to go back and listen to it on your own, by the way, you could listen to it also on your own. But yeah, okay, let's keep going.
does that mean that you will get experience? Because what I've heard, study abroad,
Studying abroad. Or 2.
it's
I plan to study abroad this summer, actually.
No, you shouldn't say that.
What?
That's probably sexist.
Study abroad or 2. That's a joke from Futurama.
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a
hilarious
good one.
joke.
Anyways, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so
Yeah.
you study abroad. A lot of people say it's a life-changing time.
Yeah.
Meet some people. A lot of people meet a significant other in their study abroad. So I'm saying you have to go into your study abroad with the mindset that you're
I have
To
3
marry
months.
someone.
I have
To
3
marry
months
someone.
to meet my soulmate.
yes,
On top of Georgia Tech classes.
exactly.
The Georgia Tech class is light because it's a little bit easier.
And your major is already light.
Exactly.
So it's really just nothing.
I'm actually taking 2 CS classes.
Okay. So brag or?
Yeah, I'm actually taking 2 CS classes and only 1 IE class. Yeah, I don't mean to brag.
Anyway, he'll find someone in France.
I sure hope
Yes, and then hopefully there'll not be a French person that.
Oh,
is
is
in
that?
France.
Oh, you don't like French people?
No, but hopefully it's not a long distance relationship. Hopefully they're.
Well, just don't date someone who's in France.
Yeah.
Just sit down on the first date. Be like, "Are you French?" And it's either yes or no. If they say yes, you leave.
If they say no, if they say we.
If they say we,
They say we.
anyways.
Okay.
Exactly. So you'll see. I'll let you know. I'll text you over the summer. I'll be like, Daniel, we need to do one of those classic, skits where I go on a date and Daniel has an earpiece and he's talking through an earpiece to me and he's telling me what to say. One of those TV show.
Oh,
skits.
so he's
Yeah,
telling you what
but
to
then they're not laughing at
say.
your jokes.
What?
But then
Yeah,
she's
he's
not
laughing at your jokes, not Daniel's
I know,
jokes.
but well, hopefully they laugh at Daniel's jokes, so then the hope is that they can eventually laugh at my jokes.
So laugh at both jokes.
Well, just Daniel's will
Well,
reel
then she'll
them
just
in.
like me, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a problem.
Why?
Well, then
Because-
now she's Daniel's girl.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Then I've been on the date with her, not you. You're just a vessel at that point.
Exactly. What is a vessel? Not a good thing.
I don't think so.
Well, the vessel still gets intimate. The vessel, even if.
This is taking an interesting turn.
Yeah.
So if we
Now you're planning getting
rebuild-
intimate.
Exactly. So this kind of parallels the Greek myth of the ship of Theseus, where
So Connor,
you
you
have a ship and you replace it part by part. Is it still the same ship? Is it still the same vessel?
Well, that's a good question.
Exactly.
Because what you're telling me, but see, yours is different. So
Okay.
because instead of replacing each part of the ship one by one,
Yeah.
you're just replacing the whole ship, and then painting it the same color as the last ship.
No.
Because you're
Uh-huh.
the paint. He's the actual ship.
But I'm the ship because I'm on the water. Daniel is more like he's like a plane.
Well,
that
he's the
flies.
one keeping it afloat.
He's-
I'm
Oh.
the captain of the ship.
You're just
I'm
the one-
driving the
So
ship.
you're a captain and I'm the ship. is
No,
what I'm
he's the
saying.
boat too. Because
No,
you're just
no,
the
I'm the
paint.
boat. He's like the pirate
No,
captain.
you're not the boat
that's
because he's
missing,
the
like,
one
a few
keeping it
teeth
afloat.
away.
You're the water is the female, and
Yes.
you're the paint, which is touching
No.
the water, and that's it. You're just this thin layer, just doing everything that the boat wants you to
Yes.
No, I think I'm the boat in this example and the paint, and Daniel's the pirate's doing the ship.
Why is it a pirate?
What else would it be?
do. Captain.
Yeah. A naval
Captains
captain.
don't steer pirate ships.
A naval
Oh,
officer.
It was a pirate ship.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I still touch the water. I still sail the seas. I still...
But you don't get the credit. The captain gets the credit.
Of course. I think that's false. Think of any pirate.
Pausing here. Clearly, Tanner doesn't understand. So let's go over a list of because we're only a few minutes out. Let's make a nice little small list of things Tanner doesn't understand. Running a business, running a hotel, anything to do with ships and boats and how how those work. Relationships. Yeah, he gets beat up in this episode, but like that's kind of part of the bit. Obviously, we're playing heightened versions of ourselves, and I don't know. I think he has a good time, but he's definitely he takes it very well, and we appreciate him for that. But yeah, okay, let's keep going. We got only a few minutes left, like I said. So
Blackbeard. What was his ship?
Why is it a pirate?
So you don't know the ship, but you know the pirate.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the pirate.
I'm
think
the
about,
pirate.
but
You just
think
said I'm
about.
the
I know,
pirate.
but think about the Flying Dutchman. Who was the
Davy Jones.
David? Well, think about the USS Missouri, and from World War II. See,
I'm sure we could.
you could
Yeah, we
probably
could keep bouncing.
food pilot.
Yeah.
What about all those other ships?
So Connor, you're having car problems.
Connor's having car.
I'm having car problems.
Just like I'm having girl problems.
Not
So,
real.
Con-
No,
Okay.
In
because
this example,
Connor's
Connor-
problems are fixable and real.
Yes.
I'm having a heart attack.
Well, his problems are real.
I'm having a heart attack. on the
For the
podcast.
main.
I mean,
They're real problems.
They don't exist yet. I guess it's a different type of problem.
Well, the problem exists, but the actual
The
Is
problem
that-
is the
effects
problem.
haven't
Yeah.
occurred
The
yet.
problem is the problem.
The problem is
Yes.
the problem.
Yes.
And,
So you talk to me about your car troubles.
So here's my car
because
troubles. So I am planning on living in Home Park next semester.
Yeah, talk
okay.
about it.
Well, in the place we could live,
Mm-hmm.
we could have.
You don't have one set away, squared away.
Huh? No, we have a place. But I'm saying the
Okay.
place we live, the place we're living, place we're living. The car, they have free parking
Off the street.
off the street.
This is a real problem.
Really?
How do I get that every time?
The thing is so I want to be able to drive my car to school because that'd be convenient. I don't really want to bike to school.
Yeah.
How far in are you living?
It's about 1.5 miles.
Oh, really?
It's
It's
far.
really far back there.
That's
So
good.
that's-
Have a parking pass.
Yes, and so I'm trying to convince my parents to be able to give me the car so I can have
Insurance?
and like, but they also be like, I have to pay for insurance, I've got to pay for gas, all that stuff. And so now,
Well, I mean,
that's my car problem.
It would
is
suck.
I want a car.
do your roommates have cars?
Well, one of them will.
Only one.
Only one.
How many?
Why do you all three of you have a car?
What do you mean? Why don't you
You-
have a car? You poor,
Because they don't live here.
stupid, ugly,
You don't need a car when you live on campus. You really don't. It's not that big of a campus.
stupid.
A lot of
I'm
people I
not
know have
into
cars
that.
don't really. A lot of people I know have cars don't really use the car, at least during the week.
Well, it's more like a flex. It's like,
Is it?
you want to check out my car? It's a
Is that how you get girls?
2013
It's not working.
Sonata.
Where's my car?
It's got some aftermarket upgrades, like heatable seats.
How come you didn't tell me you had a car?
I did. It's gonna be on campus. Maybe. It's in the
Oh, now it's maybe. Thought it was.
Well,
definite.
okay. So my brother just won a scholarship.
You told me. Oh, you
I
told me
told
about
you about this.
You told me
I
about this.
told you, yeah.
We didn't tell the listeners.
Well, I didn't tell the listeners. Shout out to my brother who won a scholarship. He won the Casey scholarship from UPS. So my mom told me that. And she called me. I was like, "So can I have a parking pass now?" Because he won a scholarship. So
You get the rewards.
well, I'm just saying I get cheaper. Hopefully. I
Anyway, that's the show this week.
That's
that's
the
the
show.
show this week. Is it really
That's
this week?
that.
We'll have another one out soonish.
Another one out soon.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Whenever the time comes.
And shout out to our listeners on
Castbox.
Castbox for listening. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we're proud of you. Once we get 5 listeners, we're gonna have a little Castbox giveaway.
Yeah, we will.
We're
So,
gonna give away an Xbox One S.
yep, a whole picture of it.
No, like the actual thing.
You can do that one.
I can do
Okay,
it.
we're done here.
Bye.
And that was it, guys. That was the episode 42 commentary for Hotel Tanner. Yeah, again, I really enjoy the episode. I like I like it when we kind of spiral like that. I'm gonna see what we can do for the next one. I kind of have an idea, but I don't know. My ideas are they usually don't go anywhere. And here, because here's the thing, I don't listen to these ahead of time. I just kind of go on the title. I try to see who's on. That's pretty much it. Like I listen to like the first 10 seconds just to make sure the audio works. But really, I don't remember. I'm listening to this, for the first time since I recorded them back then. So, and I don't remember them. I don't remember. It's not true. Sometimes I remember very specific things I say, and then other times I'm like, what was this poster about? If you guys remember the first episode for this, the first part. I was like, what was that poster that we were talking about? I remember giving Connor that poster and being like, oh, just, I remember having the poster. I'm just trying to remember what the poster was for, like what the intention was. But anyway, that's the episode. We'll be back next week. We'll see who's on. I don't know yet at this current time. But yeah, thank you for listening. Have a good day.